had a dream, and it was about these four wasps that were stinging my neck. So I just posted a video about that, about the stinging virus that I've had prophetic words on, and I'm watching for that. Um, and in the dream, the second thing that happened is I saw a measuring ruler, like an architect's scale, and the Lord led me to 12, and then He went up the scale and led me to 12. And I really knew that was a verse when He showed me that, the measuring stick, and that it was a verse of where we're at. That's what I really felt. And when I woke up, I just knew the verse was Revelation 12:12. So Revelation 12:12 says, "Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down to you, having great wrath, because he knows he has a short time." So we know the Lord has shortened the days for the elect's sake. And we believe, my timeline and what I believe is that we will be going through the tribulation for 3.5 years, starting somewhere around Passover of 2021. And you can look up calculating the last 7 for a lot more information, and it's all free. It's just study of the ancient Hebrew scriptures. So we've been in Revelation 12, and everything in Revelation is not chronological. I don't believe so, but this is a little bit of a chronology going on, because we've been in Revelation 12:1. We had the Revelation 12 sign on the Feast of Trumpets, 2017. So we had that sign. We had the dragon that appeared with the 7 heads and 10 horns. So the sign of the dragon, we believe, has already happened. And that was in May. Posted a video about it. It was about the SpaceX Dragon launch. And it's just the exalting of man. So the system of man, the 666, the beast system. A lot of what they're going to use is the satellites and controlling the earth through the 5G and the satellites and everything, and their new thing called Li-Fi. So you can watch my video on that. We know that right before the dragon sign, the Revelation 12:3, we know that the man-child was born, and I made a video on that. We know that the one new man was formed on the Feast of Shavuot in 2020. So there was a gathering online of believers from all over the world that was the symbol of this one new man, and that was exactly right before the launch of SpaceX. So the dragon has been thrown out, the devil has been thrown out. There's been a lot of prophetic words about the demons being thrown out and the battle being upped, and I gave a video about that in July. So the demons, that we're going to be dealing with are not the ones we've always been dealing with, and there's a lot of, information. I've talked about that. But this Revelation 12:12, so we believe this is happening, which is really the symbol of, the time of that 3.5 years of persecution and tribulation and the reign of the Antichrist. So I think the Lord was showing me with that measuring stick that that's where we're at right now. Now the dragon, and the beast system and the Satan, they came down to make war against the saints, and the woman flees into the wilderness where the Lord has prepared her time for 3.5 years or 1,260 days. So I'm not going to go into a ton of that because I've talked a lot about it before. But I believe the women is Israel, true Israel, and the true believers, and we're being prepared for that time in the wilderness. Some of us are already, trying to leave the world system as much as we can and be more in a wilderness place. But the scriptures are pretty clear that the Lord, um, and to the woman, and 14, were given 2 wings of a great eagle that she might fly into the wilderness, into a place where she is nourished for a time and times and half a time. And so that's super exciting. But, as we go into these next months, the really intense months here before Passover of 2021, it's really going to separate the believers from the church bench warmers, and the believers, the true believers, from the ones that are caught up in prosperity doctrine and all kinds of building the kingdom on this earth, I guess. It's going to expose a lot of lies, because the persecution and the time, of darkness is upon us. And, I was really grieved. I was just so grieved. I've warned so many people, and I really, I have a really strong track record, and I've led a lot of people to the Lord and helped mentor them. But the reason I follow calculating the last 7 is just because the humble spirit and interpretation of the word is so amazing, and it all resonates with my heart and my spirit. And so when I felt these things, I was just so wanting to get in line with the timing of the Lord and where He's at. And there was a big rabbi recently. I think his name's Zev. He was he's respected in the secular world and in the church world, and he had the coronavirus, and then he said when he was really sick, he met Messiah, and he said, you need to study Gog and Magog. And they don't study that typically in the Orthodox rabbi world. So and Gog and Magog, that's the end. I mean, so the Lord is waking people up. There's other people who thinks the 4 seals have broken. We think the 6 seals have already broken. I mean, the 5, and we're waiting on the 6. But what I'm saying is, anyway, I was really grieved. Like one person, I shared with, even had a dream. So he's a Messianic rabbi. He even had a dream that he and I were going to help people get, to the promised land. But when I told him we were going to enter a time of darkness and persecution, he just stopped talking to me and doesn't even send me his emails anymore from his congregation, which was sad. And then I have another friend who I help lead to the Lord and mentor, and she's a shepherd. And she was just online telling people, don't be afraid, and the Lord could come in 1 year, 10 years, 100 years. And I had sent her all the information, and told her about the Revelation 12 sign, and the Israel being a generational, and I just felt so grieved. I felt that, woe, woe, woe unto you shepherds that are saying that, things are going to be okay, and that we're not that close to the end. And so anyway, I just wanted to talk about Revelation 12:12, and that was in the dream, and I felt like it was significant. So I wanted to post this video, and I hope you all will just look up Calculating the Last 7, be studying it. Try to open your mind to the possibility that things are not going to happen like the mainstream Christian church has thought they were going to happen forever and ever. Jesus didn't come that way. He didn't die that way. I don't believe He's coming again that way. So those who are really humble and seeking Him, I believe He's revealing Himself to those. And I believe the Pharisees, the Pharisaical minds that think everything's always going to be exactly as they thought, they're the ones that He's hiding from, if that makes sense. Okay, so read Revelation 12:12. Look up some of my videos. We really believe a lot of Revelation 12 has already happened. And now the devil is come down for that short time. So actively getting that beast system together, and actively, getting that together. So I think that this, of course, will affect the financials, and of course, it's going to affect the chaos. So I'll talk about that in my next video. All right, take care. God bless you. Bye.